So
All right.
James, can I take a moment and hype something I'm gonna hype later?
Sure.
Because I probably need to hype it more than once, just for my own ability to speak. It's a long story, so I'm going to try to tell it short, which doesn't really work that way very well. Here we go. I inherited a bunch of artwork from a lady that I love dearly, and it was by her mother, and I got 237 paintings. So that's a lot of stuff to like try to figure out what to do with. So I'm not an art curator. I'm a lot of things, but I am not that. So I decided to hang the entire house as a gallery and invite people in to see if anybody thought this art was worth keeping or if it was to be burned in the backyard. So I invited like curators from the museum and curators from the local university and stuff like that, and I really didn't know much about art or about the art I had at all. So what I actually had was a lost artist's work that was someone in Canada, or one of our big painting groups is called the Group of Seven, which is in Ontario. And so this woman was a student of the Group of Seven. And so I'm inviting people in to look at this stuff, and I know nothing. And they're like tearing up and sitting on the floor and going, "Oh my God, I can't believe this." So I learned more about art. I learned that she's a mid-century modern abstract artist, that she's a woman that in her time period wasn't allowed to show because she was a housewife and everybody else was white men. And I'm not being derogatory there, I'm just saying that was the current status. So here we are now. Part of what tomorrow is for me is I had a big charity sale of that artwork for the Desert Bus at a local club here in town called the Union Club. So tomorrow I go to pick up the check for the Desert Bus. I have no idea how much money we made or didn't make there. But I managed to get those pieces into big institutions across British Columbia and maybe further into Canada. So later on this week, I didn't want to get into this with Megan here because my priority is to play with Megan. But later on in the week, I have two pieces that I've chosen to give away on the bus, and they're amazing. And I'll talk a little bit more, and I have some more photos, etc., of what it is. And when I first spoke with Kathleen about this, she goes, "You know, Kate, I think you're overestimating the interest that the Desert Bus audience has in fine art." And I was like, "I know, but it's groovy." So I'll talk more, but I really wanted to sort of get it started because for me, it's been the most exciting part of my year. And the pieces that I am bringing are, someday, will have value. Today, what their value is kind of nebulous. It's because she had her first show in 50 years in the summer, and her second show starts in January. So stay tuned. Later on the week, I'm going to flash some paintings, and we're going to do some giveaway. And what I want from you guys is, because she was born in 1908, she has no internet presence. And so when I show some stuff off, I want somebody somewhere in this group to type it into, something that's in the internet. And then someone will have, when they look her up online, they'll actually see something about her. So I have quite a collection. I will save it for later on in the week. But I just want to say, hey, there's some incredibly groovy artwork coming. And at that point, I'll reveal all the places I got this art into that I can't believe that I managed to do. Cool. So, thank you for listening. I'm very excited to share this later in the week. And thanks, James, for letting me do that.
Yeah. I do want to actually, because I just wanted to look when this was. It's tomorrow.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
What time tomorrow?
So it's going to be at the end of the shift. And I know you were looking to take a little bit of a break tomorrow. So maybe actually aim to be here at around like 10:30, if you could be.
For a little bit?
For a little bit. Because, yeah, it looks like it was...
Why would anybody possibly need time off from the bus to rest and drool on their own pillow when you could be here raising money for children? So, yes, James, if it's tomorrow...
It is tomorrow.
I shall come tomorrow.
Yeah. I didn't...
And I'm morning engineering right now that somewhere on my telephone is a little video clip of the tour that
we'll figure that out. Yeah. We'll figure that out later today.
I thought I had more days. But, yay team. Good thing to tell me that it's tomorrow.
Yep.
Because none of you could have explained it.
Yeah, exactly.
You'd be like,
that's why I went to go
this
look.
Thing, and
I was like,
it's blue and it's pink and it's in a frame and
yeah. But we'll save it till the end of the day tomorrow.
Yeah,
so you
and
can,
you know what? And at that point,
still sleep in.
I'll know how much money we raised for the Desert Bus at Union Club because at this point I haven't the slightest idea.
Great.
They've held back that information from me. They've just said it went really well.
Oh,
and
good.
And they were
Interesting.
like, you gotta come get it.
Oh. So, like, fine art might not be everybody's jam, but the story of a lost artist is always... Like, the story is compelling.
The story, and I'll tell it again, because there's some really good pieces to it. I've just given you this very, very short version.
I'm very excited
to
hear the story. Even if I am like, okay, art is good.
Yeah, and so the pieces I've chosen are absolutely mid-century abstract pieces. It's the pieces I've chosen to give away because they are incredibly fun. And
Yay.
Megan knows that the piece that I'm in love with, that is in my room, that is not coming off the wall, is a picture of a planet.
Oh,
cool.
Before we went to space. So it's her imagination of what a planet could look like. So there's some pretty groovy stuff.
I'm very excited for this. This is going to be great.
Okay, thanks for hearing me out.
Yeah.